You gotta stay humble, man. No matter what you've done, no matter what you've achieved, no matter, how far you think you've made it in life, you gotta stay humble. You gotta stay grounded. Because there's always, another level to reach. There's always more to learn. There's always room to grow. When you're humble, it opens a lot more room to grow. It opens a lot more room to learn because you don't view yourself as, on a higher pedestal than anybody. You don't think you learned everything. You don't think you know everything. You don't think you're the best. You know what I'm saying? So it opens that room to grow. It opens that room to always learn something, no matter how far you think you've gone. You're willing to always learn up from others, and you're willing to continue to grow at whatever it is you may be doing. That could be sports, that could be business, that could be content, that could be a regular job. Like, it could be anything. You're always willing to grow. You're always willing to learn because you don't think you're better than everybody. Like, you don't feel like you're better than everybody. And, when you do start to feel like you're better than everybody, when you do start to feel like, you've reached the top and nobody's going to mess with you, that's when things start to go downhill. Being humble, it stops you from being arrogant. It stops you from getting big headed. You know what I'm saying? And, when you get arrogant, when you start to get that big head is when you lose sight of your dreams. When you lose sight of, what you're actually doing in life, and you lose sight on what's really important. You know what I'm saying? You start to get too comfortable. You start to stop working hard. You're not working hard anymore because you think you've got everything. You think you've achieved everything. And, you got that big head and feel like really nobody can mess with you, and you get comfortable. But the truth is, the reality is, all that could be gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? God can take everything that you're boasting about, that you're bragging about. He can take all that stuff away tomorrow. That could all be gone. So just be thankful, be grateful for them things you achieved, and just keep trying to continue to grow. Keep trying to continue to learn. Be humble. Don't think you've reached the top. Don't think nobody's messing with you. Don't think you can't always learn, because there's always another level to reach. You know what I'm saying? There's always a new achievement to go achieve. There's always a new thing to go reach. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, bro, I promise nobody likes anybody that's arrogant. Nobody likes anybody that's bragging all the time, that's talking about their achievements and all that all the time. Like, nobody likes those people. I know you've seen somebody out there who's always boasting, who's always bragging about their achievements and what they got going on. And you can't tell me you like that type of person. When you're being arrogant, you're being big headed, you let your ego get in the way. It's hard to build connections. Like, it's hard to have relationships with people because nobody likes somebody that's arrogant. Nobody likes somebody that's always talking about them, always talking about their achievements, and that's all they talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like there's nothing more than that. So it's hard to build those connections with people who are arrogant. Just don't be that person. Don't be that person who nobody likes. Be humble. Be proud of what you're doing. Have confidence in yourself, but also be humble about it. Like, you've achieved what you achieved. Like, yeah, be proud of that. You earned it. But everybody doesn't have to know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to tell everybody what you've done or what you did in life. Being humble doesn't mean you're thinking less of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Being humble just means you're thinking of yourself less. That's a gem right there. But, it's perfectly fine to be confident. It's perfectly fine to be proud of the things you've achieved. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said. But everybody does not need to know that. Like, you don't need to go out and tell everybody what you've done. You don't need to go out and boast about what you've done because, like I said, all that could be gone tomorrow. Be thankful, be grateful for them things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to have all the confidence in the world. I do. I want you to have every bit of confidence you can have. But having that confidence, you also got to have respect for others. You got to have respect for the people around you that are out there grinding and doing the same thing. Because that person next to you might not be as far as you, and they're grinding, they're working every day. But you're just out here bragging about what you got and making them feel like they're less. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make people feel like that. Have respect for others. Respect their grind, respect their hustle, respect what they're doing. And don't put yourself on a higher pedestal than them. Like, it's okay to give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to, listen more than you speak. It's okay to accept criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can always grow. You can always learn, no matter what you've achieved in life. No matter how you think, no matter how much you think you've achieved, there's always another level to reach. If you got $1 million, go get $1 billion. If you got $1 billion, go get $1 trillion. If you got $1 trillion, go get the next one. I don't know what that's called, but, go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Go achieve that next one. Success is a crazy drug, and, it can tempt you to do a lot. Like, your ego will get very big if you let it get very big when you're successful. Don't let the ego take the top priority in your life. Don't, be tempted and let the temptation of your ego win. Put that ego to the side. Put that ego to the side. Be humble. Just stay grounded. Don't let, the ego fester and fester and become the biggest thing in your life. Be thankful and grateful for the things that you've achieved. Be proud of them, but don't let it turn into an ego that you can't control. Don't let that ego turn into something and a problem that you can't control. There's always room for you to grow. There's always room for you to, keep learning and keep bettering yourself. So just be humble. Just stay grounded. And being humble is going to take you a long way. I promise you. But that's all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like the video, hit that like button below. If you have not subbed up yet, hit that sub button below. We're on the road to 100 subs. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.